Well, it's mid-June and a heatwave. It's also a late start. This is Upper Glen Clova, and I'm going to take a look at Corrie Fee today. It's a national nature reserve with interesting plants, impressive crags, and a large car park with lots of space. By the way, take cash for paying your parking fee. You won't be paying by phone. And there is a visitor centre with lots of information. But on a day like today, it's good just to get going and get boots on the track.
I suppose it's kind of surprising how time fades memories. I've forgotten about this path, but I see a green marker here, so it's the Corrie Fee path. And I've been looking up at the Kilbo path. Elementary mistake, probably the heat. Onwards. The Forestry Commission kindly tell you that you're looking at an erratic. Not just any old erratic, but an erratic that was split by frost. It's a big boulder that was carried down by the glaciers. But then you probably knew that. Well, that looks like it's the end of the forestry wide track, and we're on to a narrower track now, which should bend off to the left. The reassuring green sign is still with us. And I've just seen a helpful Forestry Commission sign that says this is a good spot for crossbills. And if I had a Sony lens costing 4 figures, then I might be able to show you some crossbills.
Luckily, I got a picture of these birds on another occasion, actually on Deeside, near the town of Ballater. These are either Scottish crossbills or possibly Christmas tree decorations.
Well, just like the notice board said, you do step out of the forest and into a grand amphitheatre. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely amazing. There's another glacial erratic. And the waterfall of the Corrie Fee Burn. I see one person ahead of me enjoying the view. No, this is not the path up the head wall yet. We haven't got there so far. Good path though. It's funny how you reach a certain height and the plants suddenly grow more interesting. This is lunch. This is about an hour and 5 minutes from the car park. The path's still good. The steepest part of the head wall lies ahead. And maybe the purple coltsfoot Holmagini alpina growing on only one particular place might be up there or somewhere off to the left, but I ain't going chasing around the screes and crags, not today. Besides, I saw it years ago. The path continues to be really well made. I mean, I suppose it is a national nature reserve. The botany is really good. Not especially rare things, but just nice things to see. It sort of seems steeper looking back than it actually felt like when you were on it, just because I suppose the path was so well made. That's us looking back down into Corrie Fee, and this is us most of the way up the head wall now, I hope. Well, it's 2 hours out. 2 hours out from the car park. That's looking back the way I've come, down Corrie Fee. It's baking hot. There's hardly a breeze, and that skyline there has to be the plateau. It better be. Well, I suppose this counts as nearly the plateau. Still a good path, a sort of steps. There's a figure on the skyline, and ahead of him are 2 teenagers who ran up that bit. I hate teenagers. Don't think I'll be running. Still, slow and steady. Well, starting with Mount Keene, swinging round, top end of Corrie Fee. I think that must be Maroon Hill there. But look, there's the top of Mayar. Hurrah! There's the way down the Kilbo Pass on to Trish, which won't be happening today. Well done you! Well done you!
I didn't ride very far.
This is coming off Mayar. Wasn't expecting the slightly steep bit, but still, it's all very interesting. I'm going to drop off the top here, looking back down into Corrie Fee. Classic high altitude, I suppose, grassland, although it's really looks like Empedrum, looks like crowberry. No heather, too high for heather. Just swing round to the top of Mayar. Goodbye Southern View as we turn into the Kilbo path to take us back down, towards our starting point. I have just discovered why all these people with YouTube channels, those real professional types that hurtle up and down hills, I know why they always set up the camera and then walk past it and then presumably scuttle back to pick up the camera. It's because, especially coming downhill, if you're carrying your video equipment, you're liable to kill yourself by falling over a stone. So that's why they do it. This has been a great revelation. And so we look back up the path, back up the Kilbo path to Little Drish and the sun in the west. We're well down the Glen now, the Corrie now I should say, well down and looking back towards our starting point. Now we're in the wood, in the evening light. It's a little bit spooky. Not that spooky, but a little bit spooky, with the way the light filters casts shadows, and people try to contact me because suddenly I have a signal. I knew as soon as I started recording that was going to happen. Not spooky anymore now. Now, having emerged from something I suppose the Tolkien fan would see as Fangorn or something, I come across a group of rocks that are obviously fossilised trolls. I suppose I better go right up to them, so I'm not afraid.